Hey guys, welcome back. So in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys how to use joins in SQL. So I'll be going over these different joins in SQL. So we'll go over the inner join, left join, right join, full join, cross join, and then self join. So I'll be teaching you like what each of them do, and then I'll give you some simple examples so you can fully understand it. Okay, so first we need to understand like why we actually need joins in SQL. So in this example, I have two tables. I have the cars table and the owners table. The cars table has these four columns as you can see. So you have the car ID, make, model, and year. And then the owners table has owner information. So you have the owner ID, name of the owner, and the car ID. And you can see here we have car ID in both of them. So you have the car ID here and then the car ID here. So let's say if you want to find owner information, you have to actually look it up in the owners table. You don't have that information in the cars table. For example, car ID 1, Toyota Highlander, belongs to John, who is owner ID 1. And then car ID 2, which is a Lexus RX 350, great car by the way, belongs to Carlton, who is owner ID 2. So we can see all of that information, but we have it in different places. So in real world scenarios, you'll have like several tables and then you'll have hundreds and thousands of rows. So it's very inefficient if you want to just manually look up information. It's not very efficient. So if you want to look up information across multiple tables, that's where we use joins. So we join multiple tables. So in this example, I'm just going to join two tables and just going to keep it very simple. So hope you understand why we need joins in SQL. So I'm going to first start giving an example of inner join. So what is an inner join? Let's just write the script for it first. So I'm going to do select all from cars, inner join owners. So I'm saying inner join, I'm gonna join these two table, and then I'm gonna say on. The on keyword defines like how you're joining their table. So here we can see the car ID is in both of the tables. So if we join it on car ID, we can easily fetch information from both the tables. So I'm gonna join it on car ID, and you can join it on like multiple columns too. For example, you can also say and make equals name or whatever. You can join it on multiple columns, but in this example, I'm just going to join it on one because that's all I need. So I'm going to say on cars dot car ID equals owners dot car ID. So I'm going to join it on car ID. So what inner join is going to do is it's going to return all rows from your left table. So whatever you start with, just consider it as your left table, and then the other table is your right table. So it's just easy to understand it this way. So what inner join is going to do, it's only going to return where there are matches in both the tables. So it's only going to return results where you have a car ID match in both the tables. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we only have 1, 2, 3. So it's only going to return these three because these are the only three matches we can find in these two tables. So if I execute this now, we can see we only got three rows here because those are the common keys in both the table. So we got car ID 1, 2, and 3 because we have it here and then we also have it here. So that's an inner join. Okay, now let's go over left join. So we can do left join here. I'm just going to change it to left join. Again, I'm joining it on car ID. Now, when we do a left join, what's going to happen is it's going to return all rows from our left table. So whatever you start with is your left table, and then the other table is your right table. So it's going to return all rows in your left table. So we have 5 rows here, regardless if there's a match in the right table. So it's going to return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and only the matching columns from your right table. So let's execute it now. So you see it returned all the rows from the left table. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in your right table, it only returned the matches. And wherever it did not find a match, it just returned a null value. So remember, when we do a select star, it's going to first return all columns from your cars table and then the results from your right table. So all of this is from your left table and all of this is from your right table. So what happened in a left join is it returned all the rows from your left table, so all 5 rows, but only the matching rows. So in the honors table, we only had 1, 2, 3, so only found matches here. We did not have a match for 9 or 5, so it did not return those. So that's the left join. But if you want to do it the other way around, so if you want to return all the matches from the right table, so the honors table, and only the matches from the cars table from the left table, we can simply change it to right join. So if you execute it now it's going to return all the rows from your right table. So see here, it returned 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have car ID 1, 2, 3, and 9 here, but it only returned the matches from the left table. So it only returned 1, 2, 3 because those are the only matches in the left table. So that's a right join. Now, if we want to combine left join and right join, we can do a full join. So it's really left join plus right join. So here it's not going to care about matches in the right table or left table. It's going to return all rows. And if there's no matches in the other table, it's going to return it as null. So let's execute it now. So see here, it returned all the rows from the left table. So 1 through 5. We had 1 through 5, and then we have a null here. Why? Because in the right table, we only have 1, 2, 3, which is matching here. 9, there's no match in the left table, so it returned a null. And then similarly, we have car ID 5 in the left table, but there's no match in the right table, so it'll return null for those. So no matches for car ID 4 as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 9 here from the right table, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the left table. And wherever there were no matches, for example, there's no match for car ID 9. We don't have the car ID 9 information in the left table. It returned null values. So that's a full join. Now for cross join, what is a cross join? So let me actually give you a different example here for cross join. I have another table called colors here. Let's execute it now. I just have red, green, and silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do select all from cars, cross join colors. And when we do a cross join, we don't use the on keyword. We just simply leave it as is. So we are going to do select all from cars, cross join colors. And from my cars table, I'm just going to get the make. And from my colors table, I'm going to get the color name. And if I execute it now, actually, let me just comment this out and then execute it again. So I'm just getting information from these tables. And let me also get all the columns from my colors table. Okay, so what happened here is it returned all the possible matches from both the tables. So from my cars table, I have the make, so it returned all the 5 makes that I have with red, and then all the 5 makes again with green, and all the 5 makes again with silver. So you have all the possible combinations. So it's very helpful if you want to see like all the possible matches from both the tables. So it's gonna do like a Cartesian product. So it showed me like all the cards and then all the possible colors. Now finally, I'm gonna show you what a self join is. For that, let's get a better example. So I have an employees table here. Let me actually remove all of this and just select from this employees table. So self join is not really a unique join. It's actually when you join the table to itself, and then you can join it using any one of these joins. You can join the table again with itself using an inner join, left join, right join, full join, cross join. So it's not really a unique join, but it's like when you join a table to itself, you can use a self join if you want to join the table with itself to get like different information. For example, here in this employees table, we have the employee ID, name, manager's ID, and then the age. So you notice here the manager ID is on the same table. So if you want to find the manager's name, you have all of that information in the same table. So you have to join it with itself. So for example, Alice and Bob here, they report to manager's ID 9, and then manager ID 9 is Hersey. So what we can do is we can do a self join to get that information. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do select all from employees, and then let's give it an alias. So I'm just going to say as E inner join employees as M. So E, I'm going to treat it as employees table, and M, I'm going to treat it as managers table. And then I'm going to join it on E dot manager ID equals M dot employee ID. And then I'm just going to select E dot employee ID, E dot employee name. So this is employee name. And then I'm gonna get am.name, and that'll be the manager's name, And let's execute it now. And before I execute it, let me just select from this table so we can see it side by side. So if I execute it now, you can see it's giving me the employee ID, the employee name, and the manager they report to. So for example, Alice, the manager ID is 9, and then Bob, the manager ID is also 9. So they both report to 9, which is Hersey. So we can see this information in the same table. Okay, so in this video, we covered why we need joins in SQL, and then we went over inner join, left join, right join, full join, cross join, and then self join. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to my channel and leave a feedback and let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you for watching.